question here is, are the Packers, will they be the team to beat if they have home field advantage?
Oh, absolutely. If you talk about their home field record right now being 7-1, and then you introduce a team that can travel, which is play defense and run the football, but they get to stay at home, and introduce the real 12th man, which are the elements. Oh, those cold, snowy conditions with a team that can run the football and play defense like they can is going to be tough. In the NFC, that's wide open because you fear no team at the top. You don't fear San Francisco. You don't fear New Orleans. You don't fear Seattle. You don't fear Minnesota. So if you're Green Bay, you say bring them all through here where we've only had one loss this year playing our style of football. And then the extra condiment of Aaron Rodgers going back to vintage Aaron Rodgers instead of playing within the system Aaron Rodgers, which I commend. But if he goes out there and has his individual performance with this team, oh, they're going to be tough to beat.
Absolutely not. They won't be the team to beat. And I say that when they played the 49ers earlier this year, they lost 37-8. They wasn't even a game. They got destroyed. And
earlier in the year.
It was
and San Fran. And that defense not the same anymore.
Even if I know the defense isn't the same for the Packers either because the Packers have the 18th ranked defense. They play well in spurts, but they're not consistent. You're not a consistent defense, and the way they played last night against Minnesota, if they could do that every week, then they would be the team to beat. But if they're 18th ranked, obviously they can't. So if you're asking me, I believe the Saints can go in there and beat them, and I believe the 49ers can go in there and beat them.
Yeah, I think this is a weird team for the Green Bay Packers because their record suggested they're one team, but I don't think they're that. Because I don't know what their signature win is. What is the big win? The Minnesota Vikings, that's the signature win?
In conference,
we're talking about
the division
the
title.
6th-seeded team is the signature win that you have?
Yeah,
I think,
Cowboy.
Yeah, I mean, so I just think when you're looking at the Green Bay Packers, I think they have to play a certain way. The thing that makes them dangerous is number 12 can go off at any time. But if you're asking me if they're a better team than the San Francisco 49ers, no. They're not better than the New Orleans Saints. No, I think they're a team that could just as easily be a one-and-done and out team than a team that goes all the way.
I think right now on Christmas Eve, they're better than the 49ers because I think the 49ers have backed up. Jimmy G's still loose with the football, and San Francisco's defense is backed up. The best team in the NFC, in my opinion, is the New Orleans Saints. Sean Payton, Drew Brees, their defense on a mission. However, if the Dome team has to go to Lambeau Field in January, that scares me and concerns me as someone that thinks the Saints are the best team in the NFC. So home field advantage, I think, would be critical. Drew Brees, at his age, out in those elements, that's a tough scenario.
Yeah, the 49ers have certainly come back to the pack. Look, they're still, I think, a Tier 2 team in the NFC, but not with the early start. We knew the record was going to change after Week 8. It did, and they have responded less than compared to their record. So if you look at what the signature win is, beating KC, okay, whatever you want to say about
Patrick
that.
Mahomes.
I know.
He didn't play.
Mahomes didn't play.
Okay. I'm just saying, you said signature wins, you beat Minnesota twice in KC. I know what you're saying. Okay, but TJ, the 18th in defense. Oh, not really. They're 9th in scoring defense. That matters more than how many yards I gave up, how many points we're giving up. They're 7th in takeaways. So this is a defense that is stingy at the right times and makes sure that they stop you once you get into the red zone. And they're great on running the ball, especially first down. So they're going to have a lot of second and shorts. With Aaron Rodgers sitting there at home and it's freezing, maybe snowing, oh, that's tough to beat.
The thing, like, the 49ers defense obviously hasn't played as great. But when you look at it, they're still the 2nd-ranked defense in the league.
Yeah.
The 6th-ranked offense in the league. And so, for me, you can play bad all you want, but when the numbers say your defense is a 2nd-ranked defense and your offense is a 6th-ranked offense, the numbers speak for themselves. And they're winning games. You're not going to go undefeated. To beat a 6th-ranked offense, that's the team to beat. It doesn't matter how they play. As long as you win the game, that's the team to beat.
TJ.
I know. Get him, please.
TJ, you're here because of your expertise on football.
Yeah.
Not your analysis of numbers.
Now.
And so, again, when we talk about the 49ers, I'm talking about what we've seen here lately from their defense, from Jimmy Garoppolo. And look, all your opinions are still valid.
Winning games.
Oh.
Like, you're not your defense.
Oh.
It's a reason why when you don't play well, okay, the offense will take care of the defense, and vice versa. That's what happens. Like, I played on a team in Cincinnati, 2006. We led the league in forcing turnovers on defense. When the playoffs come, you're not going to force as many turnovers. You can't rely on that. You have to play stout defense. You can't rely on your defense getting turnovers. You got to play stout defense, stop guys, 3 and out. You can't rely on turn. That doesn't happen.
I just don't know if they can consistently play this style that they're playing, because they've been able to get away with whipping up on bad teams with their defense, heavy pressure. But when teams run it right at them, like the San Francisco 49ers did early in the year, they had a tough time stopping it. I just don't know if those teams, New Orleans and San Francisco, if they see that they have to travel to Green Bay, if they're scared to go up to Green Bay and deal with
Who
this
you like, though?
I like
Kyle Shanahan or Matt LaFleur?
Oh,
Kyle Shanahan.
Well, I like Kyle Shanahan, but luckily he won't be putting on any pads.
Matt LaFleur.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.